Welcome in everyone to another episode of Let's Talk Lenawee by Visit Lenawee. I'm Jenna Salazar, the Director of Marketing for Visit Lenawee, and I'm so excited. We are in downtown Clinton today at the Clinton Inn. We have Jennifer Randall with us. She's the events coordinator here. And thanks for having us out here. It's beautiful and I'm excited to get into everything here.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming.
Yes. I feel like there's a lot to talk about here in this place, and there's going to be so much that Robert's going to show you guys on camera, all the B-roll, different rooms, event spaces, everything that is in this quaint little historic building. But Jennifer, can you start and tell us like the story behind the Clinton Inn? First of all, you guys take overnight accommodations, but then you also have an event space. So talk a little bit about that, and then we'll get into the history of this space.
Okay. So right now we have 3 hotel rooms that we rent out on a regular basis. They have been completely redone and restored. We do have several more that we're working on, and we're hoping to have those open up next year. We have 2 event spaces. One is the banquet room, which holds up to 40 people. And that's good for wedding showers, baby showers, birthday parties, small family gatherings. Mm-hmm. And then we have our larger room, which is the ballroom, that has been completely redone in the last year. And that holds up to 110 people. We usually use that for larger parties, weddings, graduation parties, and things like that.
Perfect. And I mean, the history in this building, you say like things have been updated, but I feel like it still has that really historic feel, especially when you walk in through the front door. So, and you said the Clinton Inn has been in existence since 1901, right?
Yeah, so the building itself has been here since 1901, and it's went back and forth from being a hotel to several other things. The restaurant was here until the last couple of years. It's moved locations from the banquet room to the ballroom, which were different dining rooms. Several different owners over the years. The current owner has owned it for the last 5 years.
Okay, awesome. So the building itself is like a staple in downtown Clinton. I mean, it's like right in the corner, beautiful outside. What has been in this space? Talk about like the historic feel of everything.
Like I said, it's been basically this stopping point between here and Chicago, or Detroit and Chicago, mm-hmm. Way back during Prohibition and up until now. There were, I guess, back way back, where our ballroom is now was a general store.
Wow. And
then the banquet room was the main restaurant. I guess the restaurant probably went into the lobby too at one point. The door has been moved from the corner where it is now to the front of the building and back. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of broken up the configuration of the restaurant over the years.
Okay. Wow. And the rooms that people can rent out to stay, walk us through what those look like and type of accommodations that you guys have.
Sure. So all of the rooms are king-size rooms, so there's only one bed, king-size bed in them. Our largest room has a kitchenette in it and a full-size bathtub. The other 2 rooms are both king-size rooms. They do not have kitchenettes, but they do have full-size bathrooms in those as well. They've all been completely remodeled, so the history is still there, but a lot of the updates are there as well.
So it's great for if you're booking an event here, especially in a wedding, and you can stay overnight. You don't have to leave, right? There's packages that you guys offer?
Yes, so our wedding packages are not like a typical wedding venue, so we try to do everything all-inclusive, mm-hmm. Which includes the entire event center or the entire hotel for the entire weekend. Okay. So what you get with that is we include your photographer, your DJ, all of your food options, linens, what else is there? The photo booth. It includes all 3 rooms, so you have your accommodations for getting ready the day before, staying the night the day before,
Okay.
your rehearsal dinner, and then you have room for some of your guests as well.
Wow, yeah, that's huge. I mean, that, like, because planning weddings are stressful, but then
They
you
are.
come here and it's like, you guys have everything, you'll prepare everything for them, really, in one place.
Yeah, one of the things that I noticed in planning my own wedding is that everybody nickels and dimes you as far as like your silverware choices, your plate services, your charger plates, your linens. Everything is additional, and I didn't want to have a wedding venue where, you know, we had a base price, but then you charge for every additional item.
Right.
It can become quite costly, and I wanted something that was affordable, took the stress off of brides, so that you could come in and say, okay, I want this package. We already have your DJ, we already have your caterer, we already have photo booth, we have your photographer, everything is set up for you. We give them the information for those people if they want to touch base with them. You know, make plans of their own, but it's also, you know, one less thing you have to search out on your own.
Exactly, and that's what I was going to say, is there's like so many communication pieces and so many contacts that you're working with to schedule, you know, for your wedding or other events, and like coming here, you can just work directly through you guys if you want to cut out, you know, any other hassle of like 100 different emails with people.
Yeah, it makes it nice because essentially they're in contact with me. I'm the coordinator, so I take care of the communicating with all of the vendors and make sure everybody's on the same page, make sure everything runs smoothly, so you're not constantly going back and forth with several different vendors, and everything is all kind of a one-stop shop.
Great, that's awesome. Can we talk about pricing
Sure.
for renting out for different events? Is there, like you mentioned, is it all one price or depend on what they're reserving?
So if you were to say book for a baby shower and you had 35 people, you would obviously go with the smaller room, which is the banquet room. The price for that is $300 to rent for a 4-hour block, and that includes all of your place settings and your linens. Catering or food options are in addition to that, but that would be the 4-hour block.
Okay.
The ballroom is $600 for a 4-hour block. That holds up to 110 people, and that also includes your linens and your place settings as well.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. So if someone is looking for a place to host an event or a wedding, how do they get a hold of you guys?
So if they were to go on our website, theclintoninn.com, there is a contact me form where you put in your information. It comes right over to me, and then I'm in contact with them within 24 hours.
Okay, perfect. In addition to having the event space, having the rooms for people to book overnight stays, there's a few annual events that you guys host that are open to the public. Walk us through like what time of year typically those are, and how
Sure.
people can find more information on
Okay.
them.
So usually at Halloween time, we do open up the building for the kids to come through. We pass out tons of candy. We do donut holes, coffee, tea, hot chocolate. We try to decorate inside here. We have done a haunted house in the past. I don't think we're doing that again this year, but it could certainly be something that we bring back. And that's free to the public. We have a photo booth guy that comes in and does photos for everybody. That's usually one of the favorite things time of year here. In the summertime, we also try to do a family-friendly event out back where we have different entertainers. We just did one a couple of months ago that had a fire dancer, jugglers, bounce houses, lots of entertainment for the kids and family, cake and
Perfect.
things like that.
Yeah, so you can come out even if you're not planning to stay when you have an event going on, and check it out and
Yeah, so
participate in a free event.
yep. So it's, you know, like I said, it's open to the public. There's no charge for either one of those events. We welcome the community to come through, see what we're doing. A lot of people will say, "Oh wow, I've been by here so many times, but I've never been in." It's the opportunity for them to stop in, see what we're doing, see the different spaces, and you know, if there's something that's coming up in their family or friends, they can hopefully recommend us, and we can take care of them.
Absolutely. And like you said, just walking into, I mean, the welcome space from the road, you walk in and there's this huge flight of stairs up there, and everything is so historic and unique, and I love that about the Clinton Inn. It's not like your typical hotel room or hotel space, you know, it's really has its own type of feel.
Yeah, and even though we've done some updating, we try to keep the original structure in place. You know, obviously we're going to paint and we're going to redo floors and things like that. We're trying to keep the integrity of the building intact as much as possible,
right.
To keep the historical factor there.
Mm-hmm.
Since it's been a staple to this town for so long, we want to definitely keep that intact.
Absolutely. And a great spot to stay too if you're traveling to even the Ann Arbor area, or, you know, maybe into Adrian, and you want more of a quiet space, maybe a little bit more affordable than if you go, like, you know, more into Ann Arbor, Washtenaw County. It's an easy shot to get to everywhere, but you kind of have that more homey feeling here.
Yeah, so we definitely aren't like the big box hotels where you're going to, you know, have your swimming pool and different events. We are more of a boutique hotel where it's a quaint, quiet atmosphere, romantic. We have different packages that we offer that you can do. Romance packages if you're trying to get away for a honeymoon or a special event, birthday, things like that. On our website you can choose different romance packages to kind of spice things up, or just have, you know, a quaint little getaway with your significant other.
Yeah, let's talk about those romance packages. Tell us about some things that are in there for people to pick to have when they come stay.
So we have a mimosa package where it comes with some chocolates and mimosas in the morning. We have a wine and cheese package that you can get. We bring in a cheese board, offerings with that, and a bottle of wine. We have a spicy package where you can spice things up with that. I know that we have one with rose petals and things like that as well.
Great, yeah. So honeymoon stays or celebrating an anniversary, anything like that.
Yeah.
A great place to come. It's different. All right, I love that. So there's, you know, with this being such a historic old building, obviously rumors of people feeling like it is haunted or there's a spirit here. So, and you guys do have this picture on the wall of this little girl, and I was just asking you before we were recording, like, what's the story behind that? Hopefully Robert can throw that in so we can show it, but tell us about that piece here, because I think, I don't want to spook anyone out, but I think that it's important to hear about, and I think that some people like coming to places that there's that, you know, spiritual part to it that's kind of cool to check out and see if you experience something.
Yeah, so we've had people say that they've seen the presence of a little girl in a white dress roaming the halls. I've personally not seen it myself. The owner has had like an out-of-body sighting of her, like almost like when you're asleep but not quite asleep, but then you feel like there's a presence. And he's felt somebody like rub his shoulder, and saw a little girl kind of floating through the halls with a white dress on. We did have I guess a psychic, if that's what you call it. We had a psychic reading here a couple of years ago, and I showed her the picture of what we think would be the spirit, and she confirmed that there was a spirit here that matched her description or the photo.
Do we know any history on her or why she's here?
We don't, but there is a picture of a mom that was next to that picture, so we think that it was a mother-daughter that once lived here.
Okay.
Wow. But yeah, we haven't, and we have had ghost hunters come and stay here, and they've, on the third floor, they've got a little bit of chatter from what they say are spirits, but they haven't really confirmed anything.
Yeah. So nothing bad, nothing violent or malicious that's here, but
No,
just that
but
other piece that is, you know, a part of the history of this building.
Right, and I mean, if you've been somewhere over 120 years, then obviously there's probably something in the building. Yeah.
So believe what you want, but if you like to try to check out those old history places, you know, another reason to come check out the Clinton Inn.
Certainly.
We'll get Robert a room on the 3rd floor for you and see how it pans out.
Currently, the 3rd floor is not renting rooms, so we don't have to worry about that.
We'll stick it up there. No, just kidding. Well, thanks, Jennifer, for being on. Tell our viewers how they can learn more about the Clinton Inn.
Sure. So if you go to theclintonin.com, our website has all the information that you need as far as booking events, booking rooms, and then any upcoming events that we have is always on our Facebook page, the Clinton Inn, and also on our website.
Okay, perfect. So everything's online. You can book your overnight stay or your event and come check it out, downtown Clinton. All right, guys, anything else that you're looking to do in the area, places to eat, things to do, check out visitlenawee.com, and we'll see y'all soon. Thanks.
Thank you.